Hi everyone, I am Ayushi Jain from Modi University School of Law. Today in this video I am talking about women's law in India. We all know that women are half the world and hold up half of the sky, but where are they when it comes to equality? The concept of equality however requires equity. The history of social development is also the history of inequality between the nations, inequality between the religions, inequality between the ethics, classes, caste, sexuality. However, the question of women right rooms Raj, cutting through all the layers of social stratification. German philosopher and social scientist Friedrich Engels, in classic writing Origin of the Family, Private Property and the State, state that woman was the first human being that traced bondage. Woman was a slave before slavery existed. The feminist struggle for equal rights has been waved through legislation, be as suffragette women and the right to vote, to employment right, property right governing divorce and marriage, to child care and medicine legislation based on equal right affect the value of society, impacting not just the way we vote, but the way we work, way we live, way we function, and way as a family also. The way we access education, healthcare, and justice. In India, the constitution guaranteed equality for women is often contradicted to harsh sociality reality of the land and culture of norms. The struggle of women equality began in the India 20th century during the structure of independence. In the first fight against the British, Western education leaders like B.R. Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and Savitribai Phule encouraged women to step up away from their home and hearted enter into a public sphere to fight for the independence. Indian value, nationalism, and cultural heritage were glorious through the symbolic of Mother India. Perhaps for the first time in India, the idea that woman is a part of larger destiny as a legal citizen took root. The inclusion of the women citizen in public sphere necessitated citizen right and change in laws such as right to education, inherent right, abolition of sati and polygamy, as well as allowance of women remarriage. While a struggle for nationalism changed the legal landscape of women rights through the colonial era, the post-colonial era in India has marked by sweeping changes such as globalization, neoliberal policies, and left the bond of technical development. This has expanded women participation in public sphere. The more Indian women than ever are engaged in business, entrepreneurs, international platform, multinational career like advertisement and fashion, and have better options because of their free movement of goods, capital, and ideas. Ideas that question is very nature of law, as our legal system kept up with the social changes. Does the constitution have provision for equality and equity? Do right guarantee justice? Is citizenship gendered? The following video gives a brief overview of a current state of women-centric legal reforms in India and conclude with decision on its socio-cultural impact on the basic fabrics of Indian citizens. Judicial protection of women's rights. The nationwide outrage over the brutal gang rape and subsequent death of Jyoti Singh in New Delhi was the driving force in the promulgation of the Criminal Law Amendment 2013. The Criminal Law Amendment that came into force on 3rd Feb 2013 as well as inserted new section in Indian Penal Code as with regard to sexual offences. Some of the offences recognized by the Criminal Law Amendment Act are acid attacks, voyeurism, stalking, international disrobing of women, and sexual harassment. In 2013, India adopted its first legislation specifically addressing the issue of workplace sexual harassment or the sexual harassment at workplace Prevention Protection Rehearsal Act 2013, enacted by the Ministry of Women and Child Development of India. Workplace sexual harassment is a form of gender discrimination which violates women's fundamental right and equality to live to life, guaranteed under Article 14, 15 and 21 of the Constitution of India. The POSCO Act was enacted with the objective of preventing the women against the workplace sexual harassment, which include creation and hostile of work environment and address complaint for sexual harassment. Maternity Benefit Act 2017 and 2021. 2017 witnessed the board amendment of the Maternity Act 1961. The Maternity Act amend extend paid maternity leave for a woman employed with less than two serving child from the original 12 weeks to 26 weeks. A maximum of 8 weeks can be taken before the expected delivery date, remaining after the childbirth. Women expecting their third child were also provided the right to take leave for 12 weeks for paid maternity leave and 6 weeks before the child and 6 after 6. The maternity amendment provides for mother adopting a child below 3 years of age or commencing mother to take 12 weeks of maternity leave from the date of receiving the child. The maternity amendment enables mother to work from home after completing 26 weeks of leave subjected to the work profile and the employment consent. The other right are discriminating of adultery. On 27th 2018, a 5 judges bench of Supreme Court of India struck down the colonial era law section 497 of Indian Penal Code that prescribed a maximum imprisonment of 5 years to men of adultery. Unlike India's sexual assault law, which are linked with consent of women, the 158-year-old adultery law did not consider the woman's will. Though women cannot be punished under the provision, a husband could be prosecute the man who had sexual relations with his wife, even if the wife has voluntarily participated in this act. Last August, on further sign, a 41-year-old businessman living in Italy petitioned the Supreme Court to strike down the law. He argued that discrimination against the man by only holding that liable for extramarital relationship while treating women like an object. All 5 judges hearing the case said were arbitrary and unconstitutional. The court, however, clarified that arbitrary will be ground for a divorce. This is the second colonial era struck down the Supreme Court after it struck down before 157 years ago. The next law was Triple Talaq. Triple Talaq is a new and the latest case in India. Instant Talaq or Triple Talaq or Talaq-e-Biddat is Islamic provision that allow a man to divorce a woman immediately by altering 3 words: talaq, talaq, talaq. The Supreme Court, once against this recent judgment in Saira Banu vs. Union of India, pronounced on August 2017, set aside the practical of triple talaq. The bench declared triple talaq unconstitutional by 3:2 majority. The judgment by the majority bench was further decided by the Government of India and lay a proper legislation in order to recognize and regulating the procedure of divorce as the Sirat law. Taking into consideration the Supreme Court of India, the Muslim Women Protection of Marriage and Bill Right 2018 was introduced in Lok Sabha by the Minister of Law and Justice in December 2018, better known as Triple Talaq Bill. The bill has all the declaration of talaq, including writing and electronic form, to be void, not enforceable in law, and illegal. It defines talaq as talaq-e-biddat or any other form of talaq pronounced by Muslim men resulting in instance of irrevocable divorce. Sublimara issue. The main issue in India where woman is treated as a goddess in this in their period time they are treated as a servant or a savior. The Supreme Court of India on September 28, 2019 delivered one of the most key awaited judgment in Sabrimala case by the majority judges of 4:1. The Supreme Court permit entry of women of all age group to Sabrimala temple, holding the devotion cannot be subjected to the gender discrimination. The lone of women in the bench, Justice Indu Malhotra, dissident, then Chief Justice Deepak Mishra, Justice R.F. Narina, and Justice A.M. Khanvilkar and Justice Y. Chandrachud constitute the majority. The judgment was delivered in 2016 PIR filed by Young Indian Law Association majorly challenging the century-old temple of Sabrimala temple, banning entry of women in menstruation age inside the temple. Woman is not lesser than inferior man. Parasailing of religion cannot be permitted to trump over faith. Biological or physiological means cannot be accepted in freedom of faith, said Chief Justice Deepak Mishra. The next bill we are talking about is Women Reservation Bill. Women Reservation Bill or Constitution 2008 Amendment Bill is pending bill in India which proposed to amend the Constitution of India to reserve 33% of all seats in Lok Sabha and in state legislation for women only. The seat to be reserved in rotation will be determined by drawn of lots in such a way that the seat shall be reserved only once in 3 consecutive general elections. The upper house, the Rajya Sabha, passed the bill on 9th March 2010. As today, the Rajya Sabha has not yet voted on the bill and bill still remain limbo. Conclusion to this act, there are many difficulties that many Indian women face, which include poverty, female feticide, sexual harassment, lack of education, job skill training. India is still ranked 108 among 149 countries in the World Economic Forum Global Gender Gap Index 2018 or 2021. A lot need to be done to ensure that women have equal right and see India defined by inclusive citizenship rather than an exclusive one. Thank you.